like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's a review of AEW Rampage and Dynamite, the week commencing the 20th of November. Obviously, if you're in England, it's the week prior. I think this review of Rampage is the one before Full Gear. But yeah. But anyway, so it starts with Christian Cage versus Trent Beretta in a great match for the TNT title. Obviously, come on now, no one ain't beating Christian Cage. No one ain't beating his father, their father, your father, Christian Cage, and Christian Cage wins. Then we have Sakurai, I think her name is, versus Toni Storm in a great match, but in the end, Toni Storm gets the victory. Then we have Jay Lethal basically calling out Eddie Kingston, saying he's been hiding from him. He wants his title shot. Where you been at? Let's go. So we'll see what happens there. Then we had Roderick Strong versus Action Andretti in a great match, but it was a dangerous match as well because Roderick Strong got landed on his neck, and I think his neck is hurt, but he landed on his neck. So it was nearly turned to a real injury, but he seemed to be okay and he got the victory. Then in the main bit, it was Jay White basically calling out MJF, saying MJF is the one who's in the mask, and MJF basically comes up, he starts attacking Jay White, and then MJF gets jumped, and then Samoan Joe comes and saves him, and then MJF shakes Joe's hand, basically accepting the terms as if he teams with Joe, he gets a title shot. So we'll see. Then we go into Dynamite. So Dynamite starts off with the Continental Classic Tournament. So the first match is Jay Lethal versus Swerve Strickland. So many J's in AEW. Versus Swerve Strickland for the Continental Classic Tournament. Really good match. Obviously, Swerve got the win. I'm happy about that. He's got momentum. He's got so much momentum. 2 wins over an AEW champion, Hangman Adam Page. Keep his momentum going. Jesus. But he wins and he gets 3 points. Then we have Wheeler Yuta basically calling out Orange Cassidy, and he's calling out the pure weight champion as well because he wants his title back, he said. Then we have MJF and Adam Cole. Basically, they come out. MJF gives Jay White his props for obviously being tough, but he said he's not on his level of the rest. Then Adam Cole says he's still injured. He'll be back at some point, but he's worried about MJF. And then Samoan Joe comes up and he's like, listen, I backed you. I helped you defend your title, your tag titles. Where is my payment? I want my title shot. And then MJF says no. But then Adam Cole calls him out and goes, that's not the MJF I know. Give him his title shot. So I think, so now MJF accepts that it's going to be Samoan Joe versus MJF, I believe at World's End, I believe it's called. I know it's a restaurant in England. But anyway, so then we have the JS versus Hook, Orange, Cassidy, and Shabita, I think his name is, in a great match. But in the end, Hook gets the victory. Then we have Adam Cole basically telling Roderick Strong to do one. They're not best friends. Bye. So we'll see what happens. Then we have Christian Cage come out, the best. He comes out. He basically said the loss the other week was down to the loss at Full Gear was Luchasaurus's fault. So he wants Luchasaurus to get on one knee. So Luchasaurus had to get on a knee, and he said he's changing Luchasaurus's name to now Killswitch. Okay, and then he didn't want Nick Wayne to get on a knee, but he got on a knee anyway. But he said he's changing his name to Nick the Prodigy Wayne. That's a fair name. Then Nick's mum comes out for some reason, and then Christian Cage starts cussing her out, and then Luchasaurus sort of protects Nick Wayne's mum, and then Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus are facing off, and then Christian Cage pushes Luchasaurus or Killswitch into Nick Wayne's mum. Nick Wayne's mum's knocked out, and then Cage wants Luchasaurus or Killswitch to give Nick Wayne's mum a concerto, and then Edge obviously comes out for the save, stops all of it, and gives Nick Wayne a concerto instead. So a lot going on there. Then we have Roosh versus Jay White for the Continental Tournament. Really good match. Obviously, there was a little bit of unhanded tactics going on, but in the end, Jay White got the victory, and he gets 3 points as well. Then we have Anna Jay and Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. So it's Anna Jay versus Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho in a triple threat match. Really good match, but in the end, Sky Blue gets the victory. So good to see Sky Blue with a victory there. Then we have Wardlow saying basically he's coming for MJF. and he's going to cost him his title. That's basically what he's looking to do. Then he's approached in the back by AR Fox, saying basically AR Fox is telling him to chill out, be chill, and AR's no chill with Wardlow. He headbutts him for his problems. Then in the main event, it's the Continental tournament. John Moxley versus Mark Briscoe in a great match. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. It was a really good match. This was a really good match. Kickouts of finishers as well. Wow. But in the end, John Moxley wins, and he's got 3 points also in the Continental tournament. So that's your review of AEW, Rampage and Dynamite. Leave a comment.